About another hour or so, but nothing to report. I did set up a trail camera facing where I've got the speaker system there. Um, that's so in case, some animals come in, I can get a little video from that, even though it's not the best quality. But also, I'm going to leave it up overnight. And reason is, cougars, I've heard of people walking in the snow and then the next morning they look at their tracks and there's cougar tracks in their footsteps. So, and the other funny thing was where I had that set up near the clear cut there. I noticed some strange tracks that I didn't notice like the first day there, I guess. And then yeah, I don't know if they're cougar or not, but it could have been cougar checking things out at night or whatever. So anyways, that camera's facing the speaker system. Just had a guy pull up in his truck, and it's like, "Is that you making all that racket?" I had the screaming rabbit going at the time. I didn't notice the truck until he pulled right up. So, anyways, I muted it. Yeah, he was fishing. So, caught a steelhead here a little while back, and this is where a lot of people put in boats and then drift downriver, I guess. Pretty cool. Well, I got bored, so I'm watching a video podcast. Oh well. It's been about 6 hours or so. I think it's around 6:30, and light's fading a bit, so I don't have too much longer to go for day 7. Well, it's about an hour before dark, and already cranked up the ISO to 6,000. And shooting at like f4 at 1/300th of a second. So I'm gonna call it. It's getting a little too dark. Just going over to turn off the noisemaker. Be walking into the range of the automatic camera. Hello. That'll be a night watch. So I'll turn this guy off. Come back in the morning to turn it back on. Well, that was interesting. I just put the camera away, heard some snapping in the woods there right behind where I had the noisemaker, and probably 15 elk came down the trail there, the hill. Holy cow, they're still there. I just scared them away as I grabbed my camera, but wow, that freaked me out a little bit. Snap, 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 and all of a sudden like 15 of these things come out of the woods. They're big. It's now the start of day 8. Just gonna go turn the noisemaker on and get into the blind. I just walked over to check the camera here, but doesn't look like anything new on it. Downloaded the photos. It's now about noon. It's been raining quite a bit. I just had a guide, fishing guide, and his client, I guess, launch a little inflatable boat, and they're drift fish for steelhead. Pretty cool. Looked like a lot of fun. Had a nice little dog with him as well. I grabbed a couple shots of him too. Now I'm getting buzzed by a plane. There's just no peace. It is hailing like crazy out. Holy smokes, and the sun's shining. Okay, there's the thunder happening now. Figured that was coming. I'm now inside the camper. I figured it's safer here than in the blind because the blind is sitting on the foundation of the cable that runs across the river. So Doesn't look like a safe place at the moment. I'll hang out in here for a few minutes, see what happens. Look at all this hail. I still hear it rumbling, but it sounds further away now, so I think it's safe to go back in. Nothing to report. It's starting to get a little dark. Day 8 is coming close to an end. Well, it's the start of day 9. Sun's poking through a bit, so it looks like the weather's going to cooperate. This is my last full day on the trip. I'll spend the night, I guess, here, or who knows, maybe I'll mosey on. But I have to be home tomorrow at some point. That was kind of the plan. So let's hope today is a good day. The weather looks like it's going to be nice, so just have to make sure the animals cooperate today, if there are any around here. Well, today I've decided I'm going to go in stealth mode, not use the noisemaker, or as much anyways. So I figured probably scaring more things away than attracting things. So I'm going to try being quiet today, see if I can get some deer or anything that comes through here. Would be nice. I also discovered that there's a little path, camera left, right to the noisemaker that is like a direct line over to the creek over there, but I can't even see it from this vantage point because there's a bunch of logs. So I mean, it's possible some creatures could have come within 10 feet of the noisemaker last day or so, and at that point just turned around and left. But anyway, so I'm going to try going in stealth mode. It's kind of nice just listening to the birds and stuff, so that's the plan. Well, as you can see, the sun is shining. That's great news. Photographic wise, it's not the best because you got deep shadows and really bright highlights, but we'll see what happens. But I welcome the sun. It's awesome. Well, that was about 4 hours in the blind here. Nothing to report. There has been a bunch of little birds. Even had one that tried to land on the lens. I moved it at the last second and it veered away, but yeah, lots of birds. Lots of little birds. I'm not a bird photographer, but well, something to do. But I've been doing a noisemaker once an hour for a minute. That seems to be about, what I'm comfortable with. I don't want to scare much away, but that method's not really working either, so not sure what I'm going to do, but it's almost lunchtime. Yes, well, with the garbage bag on a lens, that means it's raining once again. Yeehaw. Just can't get away from the rain. It's still raining. Well, it's still sprinkling. It's been on and off, but so far nothing. And it's about 6:15 or so. I got about another hour to go in here. It's been 11 hours so far today, and nothing except some birds. Well, that's gonna pretty much do it for day 9. I'm shooting at 12,800 ISO, 1/400th of a second at f4. And if it gets any darker, that will do it. So, last dying seconds of the blind being set up. I'll tear it down in the morning, but yep, that does it. I guess I've been skunked by a cougar. Well, it's moving day, day 10. I've got a mud hole here that I have to get around. I don't want to get stuck in the ruts, because the ruts bring me a little too close to a tree over there. So I can tell other people have been stuck here before because of all the branches and stuff they've put in the hole. I just have to make sure I can turn around and stay out of the ruts. That's the plan. Hopefully that works. But cold morning, beautiful morning. It's gonna be sunny. Well, I got out of there okay. A little bit of slipping and sliding, but the back tires went into the ruts and pulled out just before the tree. But on the road again. Gonna head south, homeward bound. 8 a.m. back on the highway. Well, I've decided to take the exit at Courtney, and I'll take the scenic route down towards Nanaimo, the one that follows the ocean. It's a lot more exciting than just the highway. I just pulled over at a rest stop here. It's got a couple pictures of a blue heron and a seagull, but yeah, neat little spot. I arrived at the ferry terminal. There's the 10:30 ferry is actually an hour late, so I might get it. It's now 11 o'clock. So, well, I missed that 11:30 ferry, so now here's my 12:30 ferry. Ready to go. Well, I'm back in North Van. I took a few pictures on the ferry there. That was cool. Testing out the new lens. And yeah, it's good to be back. Kind of feel like going for a road trip now. Back at home. Didn't get a cougar, but it was a good trip. Looks like the truck needs a wash. So do I. And a shave.